What's up, guys? John here. What the world's elite are doing right now, everybody needs to pay attention to. Everybody's distracted with the latest thing, the latest current event. Jeff Bezos has just announced he'll be selling 50 million shares of Amazon, almost $10 billion worth of stock.
Jeff Bezos is planning to sell as many as 50 million shares of Amazon within the next year. They would be worth about $8.6 billion.
His former wife, Mackenzie Scott, has already just sold $10 billion worth of stock. Warren Buffett has just liquidated through Berkshire Hathaway $28.7 billion worth of stock. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, is unloading shares. Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce, unloading shares. The Walmart family unloading stock. The CEO and the executives of Airbnb are unloading stock. Why are the world's rich unloading everything right now?
Growing cohort of billionaires and CEOs are unloading stock and at an increasing pace.
Well, it's because everything is about to change. Well, at least that's what their actions indicate. They indicate that we're walking into something interesting here, probably an all-time high in the stock market that they'll probably never see again in their lifetime. And what they want to do is sit on a mountain of cash to go out there and buy infrastructure, buy real estate, buy land. They want to take over, and that's what they're getting ready to do. The biggest takeover, the biggest wealth transfer, and the biggest transfer of assets in American history is now underway. And I'm going to break this down for you. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on to help you and position you for this massive wealth transfer. Please hit the like button. When you hit the like button, YouTube will share the content, educate more people about what's happening in America's economy, and if you'd like to fix your credit, we'd love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item on your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free strategy session for Monday. If you have big goals and you want to really make some big moves, make sure your credit score is in line with those goals if you have an intention of getting funding. Take a look at this. So Airbnb insiders trading and ownership. It'll show you what they are all doing. Sell, 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 sell. Look at the transaction volume. 11 million, 5 million. I mean, it's 11 million. All of this. Sell, 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 sell. All down the entire list. And this is dating, almost every other day they're selling tons of stock. And so why are they all doing this? Why are they unloading everything? Then you have Warren Buffett selling $28.7 billion worth of stock. Warren Buffett selling $28.7 billion in stock rings alarm bells over the economy. Warren Buffett's firm, Berkshire Hathaway, sold $28.7 billion of stock in the first 3 quarters of 2023 in a move that sound economists have interpreted as ringing the alarm bells for the American economy. Then you have Jeff Bezos, could surpass Elon Musk, the world's richest, as he's unloading shares, selling 50 million Amazon shares in the next 12 months. Mackenzie Scott has already sold 65.3 million Amazon shares. I mean, you're talking 10 billion, 10 Bs in 7 days, right? $10 billion in Amazon stock. Then, if you look at what Amazon stock is doing right now, I mean, they're dumping shares. He started selling really on the way up here in 2022 and just basically rode this whole wave up. And then now you start looking at Tim Cook. He sold 511,000 shares of Apple stock, valued about 88 million. I mean, and he still has 3.28 million shares. But to sell 500,000 at 3.28 million is a pretty significant percentage. I mean, that's a pretty significant percentage. And look at Apple stock, all-time highs. This is the perfect time for them to unload, the perfect time for them to unload stock. Because when people see the jobs report, they're like, oh yeah, 180,000 jobs was what was expected. And then they brought in, 350,000, 360,000 jobs. The American economy is booming. It couldn't be further from the truth. Look at this. The world's richest person has sold $40 billion worth of Tesla stock since last year, including $3.6 billion sale that was recently as last week. Right? This was in December 22. So 2021, 2022, 2023, he continued selling stock, 33 billion, 3.6 billion, just continuing to unload all this stock. Elon Musk might sell more stock in 2024. And if you think about how perfectly timed his sale was of Tesla, he was selling all around here, 2021, 2022, all the way around here. And then you look at what's going on right now with Tesla. Elon Musk has even come out and personally said that there were so many Teslas that were released in 2021 during the height of the auto market that are going to be coming due this year that they're going to have a harder time moving. And that's why when you start looking at some of these Teslas, I mean, like the Model 3, this car has dropped 28% in value over the last 12 months. They continue to cut prices because consumers cannot, they don't want that car for that price. And you look at what's happening with Walmart. The Walmart families reportedly to their heirs, both Sam's Club and Walmart, and recently on CNBC was revealed that they actually sold some of their shares, about $4.39 billion worth of Amazon stock. At the same time, Amazon is booming. Amazon's booming. Zuckerberg sells $500 million worth of stock. Meta is through the roof, and he was selling all throughout here, 2023, and he's going to, look at this. This is parabolic right now. And it's just absolutely unreal when you start to look at this. Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce, his cash pile grows a bit every day thanks to a unique selling strategy unlike any other billionaires tracked to Bloomberg's Billionaire Index. Since July, the Salesforce co-founder has been selling 15,000 shares of the software stock, about $3 million worth every day. Every single day, he's pulling $3 million out of that. And why? Well, when you look at Salesforce, what would you do? If you were with Mark Benioff, would you sit on that stock right now, or would you try to pull some risk off the table? You'd probably try to pull some money out. And here's why. Here's why I think that they're doing this. Now, the jobs numbers, it looks like everything is good. It looks like everything is fine. But when you start to look, 2024, already 31,000 tech workers have already been fired, and we're only in the first month. Only the first month. You click on news on tech layoffs, all the tech companies. Layoffs hit 10-month high. This financial and tech companies slashed 39,000 jobs 2 days ago. Microsoft, Meta, see big profits after layoffs because they're going to start to move into this situation where they're going to start looking at their bottom line differently. They're going to be letting go of hundreds of thousands of employees across tech companies all throughout America the next 24 months. They're going to start leaning heavily into AI, tech. They're going to really start automating this entire process, just like Sam Altman said at OpenAI. He said in the future, there's going to be a $1 billion one-man or one-woman company where one person has all the automations that are basically running the entire infrastructure, all the entire business, right? And so you have to ask yourself, how can stock prices, how can the economy, how can everything run in that type of new landscape? It can't at these present valuations. And so when you start to look at a lot of what's happening right now, whether it be with home foreclosures are starting to spike, especially in locations like Texas. You start to look at what's going on inside of the auto industry. The auto industry, you're seeing repossessions going through the roof. You're seeing small businesses going through bankruptcies, closing up shop at the fastest pace that we've seen in a very, very, very long time. Auto loan repossessions right now and delinquencies are at a 30-year high. So when you look at all these different dynamics, you have to ask yourself, you really have to ask yourself this big, big question. When you look at the policies and the decisions that were made for the U.S. economy since 2020, all the money that was put in the system, all of the interest rate reductions, all the easy money that were out there to buy cars, to buy real estate, to buy homes, to get business loans, to get PPP loans, to get every bit of funding that people had, what did they do? They invested that money. They pumped up stocks. And now the rich are ripping that money out from the middle class. They're getting ready to weaponize that money, to go out there and they're going to start buying real estate. They're going to buy single-family homes. MetLife Insurance came out saying, this is public information, they came out saying that 40% of all single-family homes will be owned by corporations and companies in the next 6 years. It's a huge number. You have to ask yourself, how would they get there from where we are right now, which is just under 5%, to 40%, essentially an 800% increase in single-family home ownership? Well, massive job losses, increases in cost of living. It's going to push people into a position to where they're not going to be able to hold on to their homes, and they're not going to be able to qualify for mortgages with these big layoffs. What's going to happen? A smaller pool of available buyers, they're going to go out there and buy up most of the homes. So many people are looking out at the real estate market right now saying, hey, home prices are at all-time highs. Everything is completely booming. Everything is great. But is it? Is it really? Or are things a little bit different than they appear? I'm personally betting that what we're going to start to see here in 2024 is we're going to see a continued liquidation from billionaires with their stocks, and they're going to continue building out this mountain of cash, this war chest of capital that they're going to go out there and they're just going to really start to grow their wealth tremendously because they know this fiat dollar, it's going to be in a really, really hard place the next 5-10 years. And this stock price, the stock price is relative. Assets are what matters. And that's what they're going out and that's what they're going to start to acquire. What do you think about this entire situation? What do you think about the chain of events that are happening here? What are the odds? Warren Buffett, Tim Cook, Mark Benioff, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, the Walmart family, Airbnb executives, just to name a few, are all doing the same exact thing at the same exact time. Drop below. Let's have a conversation about this. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself for what I believe is going to be a massive wealth transfer, the greatest wealth transfer in American history, we'd love to help fix your credit or at least give you a free consultation to see how we can help you at GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item on your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free strategy session for Monday, and I'll catch you in the next video.